Greetings, I'm Jonathan the Spirit. Apparently, most planets in our solar system look the same, and welcome to Age of Engineering Supershorts. It took 2 CO2 scrubbers, but I can breathe. You have no idea how good that feels, neither do I. Anyway, I'd like to travel to other planets than Earth. However, in order to perform such an incredible feat, I need incredible technology. That is, 15 blocks of titanium and a warp core. Luckily, you don't have to wait for all that titanium, I do. It's a good thing I have such a nice view. It's really satisfying to see all that titanium dust you made craft into titanium ingots all at once in the arc furnace. 1 warp controller, 1 warp core, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. Now that's a model. It tries really hard to be pixely, but just isn't. Let's place a warp controller right here, and now we can select a planet and warp to it given a certain amount of fuel. This kind of fuel. In waiting for titanium, I may or may not have forgotten to put more dilithium dust into this process. Oops. Anyway, to continue on with this mod pack, we need to go to 4 planets, Eris, Neptune, Mars, and Mercury, in order to get Tantalum, Cadmium, Zirconium, and Mercury. Let's head to Mercury, since it's closest. The fuel cost is increasing faster than I am producing fuel. These planets are slipping so far from my grasp. Place dilithium in the input hatch to fuel it. Ready to go, let's warp. The stars are moving beneath us. Welcome to Mercury. Let's put a planet ID chip in our guidance computer, and select Mercury as our destination. Off we go. We're apparently in a biome called Hot Dry Rock. Hey, I can breathe! Once again, I forgot to set up a link for this power cell, so let's set up our matter receiver for Mercury. Just like we did on the moon, let's select a quarry area. Now we're getting Mercury ore. Back to the space station. Next up, Mars. This place isn't quite as interesting. In order to wirelessly control our quarries, let's make a bunch of redstone receivers and transmitters. This should do. To tune receivers or transmitters without channels, place a transmitter on the ground and right-click with the receiver to set a channel for both of them. If one of them already has a channel and you want the other one to have a channel, hold the one that doesn't have a channel in your hand and right-click on the one that does have a channel. Let's warp to Mars. Despite this technically being Mars, the biome is the moon. Zirconium. Let's move on to Eris, which is very small and hard to find. Tantalum. Behold, another planet identical to the moon. One last warp to Neptune. And the final planet that looks exactly like the moon, with more gravity. Cadmium. Now I have practically unlimited access to all the metals I need for mechanism. Am I done with the space station? No. I'd like to install 4 Tier 4 Void Ore miners here, powered by a Tier 4 solar. However, because I have to craft all my nether stars, it's going to take a while. So for now, that's it for today's episode. Next episode, we'll start working on mechanism. As always, if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. I hope you enjoyed!